Alright, so welcome back to the channel, and I know that it's been a while, but the thing is, it is quite hard to keep churning out content from just the constraints of this room. But no matter, we are back with a video and let's get it started. So today we're going to do a taste test comparison video where we have cheap beans versus expensive beans. Like how original, right? Like who hasn't done that before? We're just going to do two ends of the spectrum today, and on the cheaper side we'll be having the Starbucks Kenya medium roast. This is going at $15 for 250 grams, and I know I always constantly make it sound like Starbucks beans are bad, but I've already done a video tasting it and I know that it's alright. It's a decent cup of coffee, so I'm not hating on it in any sense. I also understand that there are way cheaper beans out there. If you have tried the IKEA brew beans before, which goes about $6, $6 or $8, that's pretty decent as well. But the Starbucks beans are the only thing I can get my hands on right now, so we are going to roll with that. In the higher end of the spectrum, we are going to have the Finca Monteverde. As much as it's roasted and provided to us by Glyph, and they are today's video partner, I'm not going to stand here and wax lyrical all about their beans and then bash the cheaper beans, because today's video is going to be more of educational. I'm going to tell you why we have to pay such a premium for the expensive beans and why cheaper beans are the price the way it is. So before we get started brewing, let's have a word from today's video partner. Glyph Supply Co is a local coffee place where it does their own in-house roasting, and the last time we talked about them, they only had walk-in purchases, but now you can get the stuff online. Other than coffee beans and retail stuff, you can also now get things like cold brew concentrates, bottled kombucha, and much more. My favorite brew beans right now is their Guji Uraga, and it has this lovely apricot-y stone fruit flavor that tastes very unique as a coffee. So if you're craving some bomb-ass cold brew that you can make and customize on your own, I recommend that you head over to the website and order some good stuff for yourself. Oh, and by the way, if you want to get some of them a little cheaper, their cold brew concentrates, their kombucha, and their brew beans are going at 10% off if you use our discount code. So knock yourselves out because I got you guys sorted. And now let's get back to brewing. Right, so we have the water boiling right now, and we're going to proceed to do the cheap beans first. I've personally not tried it yet. This is the Kenya. Tasting notes is juicy and complex, so we will find out if it's juicy and complex. Now, traditionally, why some beans are more expensive, there are a few factors to it, such as the climate. Like some beans have to be grown around the region of 18 degrees Celsius. Other things can be like the soil. So like some places are more fertile, especially nearer the volcanoes. Why some beans are more expensive is also because they have a very small yield. So it contributes to the cost of the beans. It smells very burnt. Now we shall start brewing. Okay, right now we are done with the brew. As you can see, it's pretty dark. It's even like the color of red wine. The reason for this is usually because they are roasted darker, so they last longer. So like places like Starbucks, they have to put it on the shelf. So to like prevent more waste, they roast it way darker so that they can last longer on shelves. To be fair, it's not bad. It's nicer than the previous one that I reviewed on. Is it juicy? No, I don't think it's juicy, but it's a bit complex. I may have gotten the water a bit too hot for this one, so it's a bit burnt. Usually when we serve, like we do one brew, right, for me at least, it's about 15 to 18 grams. So if you think about it, 250 divided by, let's say 20 for easier count, right? You get about 12 to 13 dosages of this drink. If you think about it, it's about $1 plus just for a brew like that, and it tastes better than what I would say you getting normal roast coffee from like a McDonald's or Burger King. Like if you've given me a choice between those two, I would go for this Starbucks coffee. And there we have it. This is my take on the Starbucks coffee. Like I said in my previous review on Starbucks coffee, it's really a decent cup of coffee. Simple, there's no fuss about it. Cost $1 plus for one brew. You can't really expect much. Right, so we are done with the cheap beans. Now we'll be moving on to the expensive beans.
So you have watched that very opulent B-roll. We just did it for the fun of it. I hope that it was funny, I guess. So you can see, right, like the color is way more lighter. When we were brewing, we can smell a lot of, at least for me, very nutty, very fruity. But yeah, let's give it a taste. You know how much it's worth? Okay, let's say like the tin. Okay, so that market price is $48, but it's only 100 grams. So if you like compare with Starbucks, right, like the same grammage, right, this would be $15 versus $120. So I think the smell from what I got just now was sort of what I'm tasting as well. I do get a lot of berry taste, very fruity, very tarty. What's most important usually for your coffee, at least for me, if I'm enjoying coffee, okay? Let's not talk about I need the morning pick me up. If you talk about just enjoying coffee, I need it smooth. I don't want to have like the burnt taste or like the super sour acidic back ends and stuff. And I must say that this cup of coffee is super smooth. Like I don't even taste any sour ends. All I get is a very smooth, juicy, very aromatic coffee, and it's not like it's very light or diluted as well. It's actually a lot of flavor. And as the coffee cools, right, I feel like the flavor evolves even more. Some people don't like that because they want a consistent cup of coffee. To me, it's like, I guess it's sort of an experience. You have a different taste at the start, and then as it cools, you get another taste.
Just bear in mind that we are not brewing with exact parameters. We don't have a thermometer or a weighing scale, so what you get should taste even better than what we have.
So there you have it, two different kind of coffees with two different kind of profiles. I would say that, of course, if you're not into coffee appreciation, you will not want to spend that kind of money for an expensive taste. But at the same time, it's the same for everything, I guess. Like if you are a whiskey guy, you would spend more on whiskeys. You would enjoy the more expensive whiskeys rather than the cheap ones. Once in a while, I guess, to be indulgent, I will spend more on expensive coffee. Alright, so to wrap this video up, remember that we have a 10% discount code for the coffee beans, the concentrate, and the kombucha for Glyph's official website. Whatever you order that uses my discount code, you're helping the channel out as well. So please knock yourself out, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao. Ciao.